Hey guys, hey, I'm the director of my show, so you get me up in front. Hello. Okay, let me reverse back to my seat. Let me open my microphone. Okay, hey. Well, that we're here. This is my good friend
Oh, hi, Sam.
Sam. It's almost like the Sam and oh, dishes are done. Yes, that's a perfect segue. Okay,
That's a fancy little jingle.
right? It's like, hey. Yeah, so this is my friend Sam. It's almost like the Sam and Cat show, but I'm Sam and Jess show. I love it. I'm so glad you're here. We've been trying to do this for a couple months. Our schedules are busy. Uh, we both have a lot of kids. So, how many
Yes.
kids do you have?
Four.
Four.
Four kids.
Yeah, I have four too. Wow,
Lots of kids.
lots of kids. Um, you're married.
Yes.
And what are your kids' ages?
23, 15, 14, and 9.
23, 15, 14, and wow, 15 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
You really had those back to back.
They're 13 months apart.
Wow. Back to back championships,
Yep.
right? Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
That's crazy. So tell me where you grew up, what your childhood was like.
I grew up in Worcester.
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 Worcester. I love how you say
Worcester.
that. Yes. For all my Texas people, Worcestershire.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Massachusetts.
Yes. Yeah, I grew up in Worcester all my life. We moved to Northbridge 11 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you grew up there. Mom and dad.
Mom, dad, brother.
Mom, dad, brother. Normal childhood.
It was normal until it wasn't normal.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So like growing up, we were always like kind of like the it family. Like my parents owned a cleaning business. We would go on vacations, do things. We had all the toys and
wow. So like a house cleaning business.
Yeah.
Like
And,
not clothes, but cleaning.
Yeah, like houses and businesses and stuff. Me and my brother would go to work with them. And yeah, things were normal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Until they weren't. So we all have that pivotal moment in our life.
I don't know if that matters.
I thought I made it not sleepy. Okay, so we're just not going to see it. It'll still record.
All right.
No, I'm so glad
just
you said
to make
that.
Sure.
Because we got to record.
Yes.
Take 3.
We're back.
We're back. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so normal until it wasn't. Just in like, so we grew up. My earlier years, we lived on the same street as like a lot of my cousins, my grandfather.
So super family. What national is? What's the? How do I ask that question?
What? Like, what am I?
Yeah, like what? I'm not supposed to say what I'm.
Yeah,
what nationality maybe?
So, my dad is Syrian, so Middle Eastern.
Oh.
And his mother was from Spain.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
So
cultured.
Yeah.
When you were saying that, I was like, wow, I think that's cultured. Like, that's not white.
Yeah. So we had like it was my great grandmother in the basement apartment, like cooking all the time, cousins always over. So it was like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my mom's Italian, so it's like that blend.
So super family. Like, it's all about family.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't even know the last time I saw like family members. Like, like we're not really close like that anymore.
Wow. So what would you say for yourself? Like, I always like to have people like share their personal story because like our parents and our grandparents and our cousins and all those, they didn't ask to get their story shared. Right. So what is the pivotal moment for yourself personally? Like, did you feel like less than growing up? Did you have any weird feelings of like not fitting in or anything like that? Or were you just super?
So, thinking back on my childhood, like when I look back, I'm like, oh, that wasn't right. Or like, that's not normal. You know, like I said, like we had everything at one point from like toys in the backyard. My dad bought like an old like fix it up house and made it like our dream home.
Wow.
And he still has it to this day. That's the one thing that he kept through addiction and everything else. So slowly I started realizing like things were getting taken away, things were getting sold.
Okay.
And that's when I realized like it was addiction taking over. So then it was like we were losing everything that we had.
Wow. So it's like the rise and fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So how old were you when you started to put the pieces together?
I feel like now that I'm older, I can remember being younger and like realizing it. Like I had
Mm-hmm.
recently wrote something, which I'll share it with you, but
Yeah.
it was like there was always a smell, and I can remember going somewhere or seeing like we were at a family friend's house or just walking into somewhere there was a smell, or we would take those like we just which a sporadic trip like hey we're playing outside
Mm.
me and my brother and we're going to Canada, like we're going to Niagara Falls, and it was like that like quick spontaneous moment, but it was because they were on
Mm.
drugs.
Wow.
So there was always a smell, like thinking back to my childhood, and it's the
Mm.
smell of crack.
Wow. That is so crazy because when I was Googling questions to ask you, one
Mm-hmm.
of the questions was, what smell brings you back to your childhood? And
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not going to write that question down. That's kind of weird.
yeah,
Like, we all have middle school smells, but like, you're telling me your smell was crack.
yeah. I can smell crack. I can smell weed in a wood stove. We always had a wood burning stove in my house. So like those, but that
Wow.
smell, like I can remember like my dad sent my brother and I, who he's
Wow.
2 years younger than me. He's like, oh, you guys, here's some money to go out to the arcade, and we'd come back into the room, and I can just remember that like smell. And now I
Wow.
obviously that I'm older, I know what that
Yeah.
smell was. Yeah.
Oh. So do you think when the rise was happening, when they were having the cleaning business, do you think they were messed up in that as well and it just was covered with the success? Or do you think it's always been a struggle?
I know like alcohol for my mom has always been a struggle, but
Uh-huh.
I think during that time like we were still good. Like my grandfather
Yeah.
was still alive and like
Okay.
things were still normal
So
at
there was
that
still
point.
like a glue, like with the
Yeah.
grandparents, keeping
Hmm.
it together.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get that. Yeah. So where did that journey take you?
Like in what sense?
So, uh, well, of course, your first child.
Yes.
That's definitely where I want to go. Like high school,
Hmm.
like what does that look like for you?
So I got pregnant with my daughter. I had just finished 8th grade going into ninth grade. I was 14. Um, and I hid my entire pregnancy. No one knew I was pregnant. I wasn't close with my parents to like my
Wait,
mom didn't even think I had my period.
wait, you hid the whole thing.
I think I was 7 months. I was trying to do the math for this, but I think I was around 7 to 8 months when my family finally found out.
So were you a smaller child and just wore like baggy
Yeah,
clothes
like the
or
style then was like a big oversized t-shirt.
yeah, you got
Like she
it.
was born in 2002, so like the bigger t-shirts, hoodies. And I was petite. My belly was small. Um, and I personally knew that I was pregnant. So the first person that I told was my assistant principal in high school. So I was ninth grade. Um, and she was, I don't know, like we just drew to each other, even to this day. Like if I see
So
her,
she knew before your
yeah.
parents. Yeah, so there's always that one person we can look back
Hmm.
to that builds trust
Hmm.
and have a relationship with. So
She
that
connected me with the daycare in our high school, and I'm still friends with the director of that program.
wait, so y'all had a daycare in
Hmm.
high school?
Yep.
Like, so you had the baby,
Hmm.
and then you would go to school and drop the kid off at daycare?
Yep. And I'd go right through the doors to my classes and then pick her up at the end of the day. She'd take a bus home with me.
Wait, so did the school provide this daycare?
Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Wow, I feel like that's a pivotal moment in your story of like having that
Oh,
support
that saved
system.
me. Like, just, I'm so grateful for that
Do you
program.
know the story behind the daycare in the school? Does other schools
There
in
was,
Worcester have it, or was it
there
just like
was
an
two.
epidemic?
Yeah, there was two at the time. It was South High and Burncoat. They both had the program. I guess way back in the day, it used to be Sam's Club student age, I don't know, mothers program or something
Uh-huh.
like that. And then it turned into that it was easier to have it on site of the high school so that the parents were getting to school, because back then there was like a rise in teen pregnancy. Hmm.
Wow. That's incredible. So were there any classes for you as a young teen parent? Like to parenting classes or
Yeah, we
any?
had to go to one every morning. So we would drop them in the daycare, and then through a door there was our parenting class, and it would teach us like the basics, like bathing and
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
So honestly, I think as a young parent, I think every parent should have to
Oh
have a
yeah,
class.
100%.
Like I think that you actually benefited from that
Hmm.
more as a mom for your future to have those classes early
Yeah.
on. Like, I think that should be taught in high school.
Oh, I
Like, I'm
agree.
like, even if you're pregnant or not,
Mhm.
like, teach me how to
Yeah.
be a mom.
Mhm.
Wow. So, wow. What did your family say when they found out at 7 months? Like, you hadn't had any prenatal.
No, so I was my assistant principal. She was like, "You really should." I don't remember if she bought them for me, if she told me what to buy, but I remember getting it was just like a bottle of like a multivitamin or a prenatal vitamin,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember taking those daily. But other than that, I had no prenatal care at all. Um, and I remember my daughter's father's dad. He's like, "You're pregnant," and I was like, "What?" And I didn't pick up on this, but he was like, "Yeah, you stopped wearing belts." And I always matched my belt to like my clothes, and I had stopped wearing a belt. And
Oh
he picked
my
up on it. So they
gosh.
spoke to my parents, and then my mom set me up with a doctor's appointment and made it seem like it was just like a physical or whatever. And then the doctor was like, "Do you want to tell mom or should I?" And I was like, "No, you can." So I went to the bathroom, I did my pee test and obviously confirmed, but they sent me right over to ultrasound, and I want to say they guesstimated that I was like 7 months along. So I think we
Oh,
had like 2 short months to plan for a whole baby at 15. Well, I was 14 before I had her, but yep.
wow, such a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, so in your mind, there was never getting rid of her.
Oh no, nope.
Like from
I
day
would
one,
talk
you
to
knew you
her
were
like I
pregnant.
knew I was pregnant, and I would talk to her, and I feel like she was sent to me like at
Mm,
such like that's when my parents were like my mom is very heavy into drinking, um,
mm,
crack use, like that's I feel like that was like the peak of it all. So like
mm,
I was rarely ever home. I spent a lot of time at my then boyfriend's house, and
mm-hmm.
there was no order at home.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was like your saving grace,
Oh
kind
yeah.
of.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I hated home life. I didn't want to be there. I
It
didn't. I
would
didn't want to exist.
in that environment.
Yeah, at all. Like I just like I feel like she was sent to me for real. Like she was my saving
Wow.
grace.
Wow. That's incredible.
Hmm.
Um, so you have her, you start to transition as a mom. Where are you living? With his family or
I had a room at my parents' house, but then I would stay part time at his house too.
okay.
Hmm.
And what was he like? Like is he still involved? Like
No, he hasn't been involved since she was younger.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was just a teen
yeah.
pregnancy, young.
No, we were best friends. Like
Yeah.
he was great as my best friend.
Mm,
But then like the responsibility of your dad. So you
yeah.
can't just play video games or go play basketball like your
Mm-hmm.
dad.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
But he didn't want the
Hmm.
responsibility.
So
Yeah.
after high school, we broke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's next? Like what do you do next? You go to college? Do you like
No,
you get your
I graduated high school with my
mhm.
daughter.
That's
She was
insane
3.
to me.
Yeah.
Like I can't even believe that you did
She came
this.
to school with me every single day.
Wow.
Yep. They offered transportation. So,
The school did
yeah. Hmm.
with the baby,
Yeah.
with the car seat.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
insane. Okay, so after high school, what did you do?
So after I always worked. As soon as I was old enough to work, I always worked like a
Okay.
part-time job. And then after high school, I picked up multiple hours. Like I just worked
What
a
did you
lot.
do? Wait tables? Like
No,
what?
I worked part-time at like retail work. I always did
Okay.
retail. Yeah.
Okay.
I did that, and shortly after, so I graduated in May or June of
Mhm.
25, and I met my husband in November.
Okay. So after you graduated,
Hmm.
June,
Yep.
you met him when?
In November.
Okay. So and what was it like meeting him? How did y'all meet? What did you
Like a
think?
mutual friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's meeting somebody with a baby,
Yes. I
like
made
an
it very
older
clear.
baby,
Yeah. She's like
you
three and a
know.
half.
Yeah. So what is that? What does that first date look like? It's not like a normal first
It
date,
was
right?
like this. This was us on a couch just talking because our
Okay.
friends were talking, and I went along with my friend for the ride.
Okay.
I had actually just dropped off my daughter's father at his grandmother's house in Springfield or
Okay.
in Holyoke, and Joe, my husband, lived in Springfield.
Okay.
So she was like, "Oh, I'm talking to this guy. He lives right in Springfield. So while we're on this road trip, like, let's just go visit him." So we dropped him off over there because I was just done with him. I was all set, packed a bag,
You're
and
like, peace out.
yes, and then we sat on the couch and we talked for hours and hours and hours. Then we exchanged numbers, and
Okay. The rest is history.
yeah,
So did he know from day one? Like did you have the baby with you?
no,
Oh,
no, she
okay.
was home. Like she was with her family, like her family.
Yeah. Okay. So she was with your family or his
Yeah.
family?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So and you're just like, did you know then like if this is my forever? Like did you
It
have
was the weirdest thing. Like I feel like we both knew.
mm,
Because he was coming out of a relationship. I obviously was just coming out of a relationship. I
mhm,
was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I'm going to focus
mhm,
on me and my daughter, pick up hours at work. Her family then was still very helpful with like taking her while I worked and stuff.
mhm.
Um, and then we just never stopped talking. So it'll be 20 years this November.
Wow. Wait, since y'all met 20
hmm
years.
Yeah.
Wow. And did y'all get married right away? What did that look like?
No, we got married 13 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so it took a little while.
hmm
You're like, I'm just gonna check this out.
Yeah.
Did y'all have any more kids before you got married, or
Yeah, we had the 2 boys.
okay?
hmm
So what was that like? Like you 13 months apart.
Yeah.
Like I can't even breathe in between that pregnancy.
Caden was 3 months old when I found out I was pregnant with Jave.
Wow.
Yep.
So you're just enthralled in motherhood.
Yes.
Like that's all you had
I
to
love
do.
it.
You did. So did you stay at home? He worked? Like what did that look like?
So I had always been working up until
Right.
so then Kiana was 7 or 8 when I got pregnant with Caden. I still worked part time throughout that, but then
Mhm.
once obviously then I'm pregnant and raising like a newborn, like that was a lot. Well, a 1 year old and pregnant.
Oh,
So I ended up staying home. He was working full time.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that did you like staying at home? Was that a neat
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah.
Okay. And then y'all get married, and
hmm
then what does that look like?
We're married. So it's like the same thing as we've been doing for all those
Mhm.
years, but now we're married and we're committed to one another and
Mhm. So what did it look like being married after being raised in the home that you were raised in? Like what was you the pendulum? Like we're never doing any of this
so
stuff in my
I didn't even have like I don't know. I never wanted my kid's childhood to look or even sound anything like mine.
Of course.
So my rules were different. Like I feel like I was stricter with my kids.
Mhm.
My parents still would see my kids when they were younger.
Mhm.
We haven't really seen them much at all now. But
Mm.
at my house, I just created like a peaceful space. Like I just wanted,
That was important to you.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Was that hard to create because you've never seen it, or was it just
No, I
natural?
think it just always came natural to me. Like
Really?
yeah, I knew the type of mom I wanted to be. I knew how, like if you ask my older daughter, like I was very strict with her. Like
Mhm.
I gave her all the rules because I didn't have that. So I'm
Right.
like here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Like things that shouldn't have been allowed,
Yeah.
places I shouldn't have been.
Right.
Um, and she's like, "Can I just go down the street?" No, you can't. Like I was very strict.
Mm.
But then over the years, I feel like you're a little more strict with them, and
Mhm.
then
That's everybody.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you just become like more laid back. But
Mhm.
I don't know, just trying to do the best for them.
Just trying to navigate it.
hmm
And then you have your fourth child. When is that?
So we had already been married, and she was planned. Like we knew we wanted another. We had moved from a smaller apartment to where we are now.
Mhm.
We had the space. We knew we just wanted. I would have a million kids if I could, but
Oh, I
four,
should have had more.
four. I guess she'll be 10 now. So
Oh, I know. It's like so crazy.
yeah,
Like they just grow up so
yeah,
fast. I'm like, give me all the babies.
I know.
Awesome. So, wow, you've answered every question so well. I feel like one of the questions was, how has motherhood shaped you? But I feel like you answered that just like the opposite of what you were raised.
hmm
Like, what do you, oh, this is a good question. Yes, queen. What do you want your kids to remember most about you and their childhood?
I want them to visualize me as a happy mom who thoroughly
Mm,
enjoyed being their mother. I can
mm,
get really emotional with my kids. That's one
yeah,
thing that gets me going.
yeah.
Um, and about their childhood, just that they were happy. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yeah,
Peaceful, happy memories.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so good. Um, what was your relationship with God through all of like your journey, like growing up? Did y'all ever go to church or?
No, we would go to like a Catholic like mass. Like I don't know if it's when somebody passes they do it, but
Oh
I can
yeah,
remember. Yeah, I
yeah.
remember
Catholic
go.
funerals, you do the whole
Oh
mass. Like I
yes,
went to one. I was like,
yeah.
whoa.
So I know we've gone to like for that or for Easter. It was always like we would go, but that was like when I was really younger. But there was really nothing like.
There was no faith in the house at all.
No,
Like
my dad would always say he didn't believe in God.
Yeah. Did he not, or did he? Or
So
just...
he gave up on giving like believing in him because his mom committed suicide, and he remembers as a young boy praying and praying, praying
Yeah.
for her to pull through, and she didn't.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he would always tell us like he didn't believe.
yeah, I mean, if God disappoints you in your mind, like it's easy to hate somebody,
Yeah.
and the world is so broken, but we want to have those things to blame. And there's, we just live in a sucky
But I always
world.
felt like I was missing something. Like I didn't know what it was. Like for a while I sat down, like somebody knocked on my door, and this was me freshly postpartum. My husband's back to work. I have a baby, like newborn baby, and a knock at the door, and it was a Jehovah's Witness. And I remember just like pulling them in and sitting with this woman on my couch, kind of like this, and talking about God and the Bible. And she's the first person that taught me how to like read. Like I was like, what are all these numbers?
Wait, hold up. You had just had who?
My son, Caden.
So you had just had Caden. You were newly married, postpartum. Somebody
Not
knocked.
married yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, live in. Somebody knocks on your door. You didn't know who it was.
No.
Did you know what a Jehovah's Witness was?
Like you just didn't. I don't know. You didn't want people knocking on your door and like, oh, there's the Jehovah's Witnesses, kind of like that,
Everybody
but,
knew that,
yeah,
right?
But not like, I don't know, don't stay away or like.
Yeah. So you just asked her to come in, a girl?
Yeah, it was a woman. Her name was Dana.
Dana.
I ran into her recently, actually.
What?
Yeah.
So you asked her to come in, and you sat on the couch, similar to this, and like, you just.
She gifted me a Bible.
Okay.
Gave me some little pamphlets and stuff. And then she came for a while, and we did weekly Bible studies.
To your house.
Yep.
So she came back.
Oh yeah.
Is that their culture? Like, do they?
No.
Like, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, is that protocol? I thought they just like get.
I think they keep coming back.
I think they maybe
because
do.
Yeah.
I think they want to like convert you, right? Or
yes.
like they.
Yes, they want you to
accept their religion.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So did you have any reservations on that? Did you feel like, this isn't fully the gospel or any fully
it didn't feel right.
That's what I'm asking.
But I thoroughly enjoyed like
the community,
learning the Bible. Like I had never like sat down and like looked at a Bible or anything.
Was it a real Bible? Or was it a like, Jehovah's Witness Bible?
It's
their Bible.
Yeah.
So now looking back. Yes. Yeah. I'm just wondering, like.
Yeah, they have their own version, like a Jehovah's Witness. Like it says.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that even in that, God can work through everything to get to our soul. So I'm not, I'm not dissing that. I think that was part of the seeds being watered.
Yeah.
Wow. So she came back, and you just saw her recently?
Yeah. I ran into her at a grocery store, and it was just kind of like in passing, and I just said, oh, hi, Dana. And she's like just like they don't really associate with you if you're not part of.
If you didn't convert. Wow.
And then I had to start like pushing them out the door, and I was like, oh no, like I'm not. I started like giving kind of excuses, like I didn't, because it felt like I was being pushed, like, oh, you have to start coming to the Kingdom Hall, and like I was like, no, I'm not ready for that, or no, I'm not interested.
Wow. So I feel like you had a compass of like, this isn't right. Like, and that's what I love about God and the Christian. We all have that hole in us that we need filled. But then we also know what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
We know
it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens. You continue what? What did that do to you on your search for your faith?
So I picked up like little books like Time with Mom, God for Moms, and like little daily devotionals. Like I remember like this was Caden is going to be 16, so like that was a long time ago. And then I just kind of like pushed everything to the side.
Well, you got busy.
Yeah, and then just nothing.
Nothing until what?
So I have a friend. Her name is Sonia.
Okay.
And she all the time, like even if we go a couple weeks without talking, she'll randomly send me like a Bible scripture.
Wait, who is she? Like how did she?
I met her through work.
How did she become your friend? Work, like where?
A retail store. I was retail management for a long time in the mall.
Okay.
And she worked for me. She was my associate.
Okay.
And a sales associate. And she got hit by a car. and I barely knew this girl. She was just part-time on the schedule. And I went up to the hospital, and I don't know why I went up to, like, just like out of the kindness of my heart, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go up to the hospital. Cause like we weren't friends then, but we were like friendly, you know? And the other managers were like, well, no, I'm not going up. I'm not going up.
Like she got physically hit by a car.
Yeah. Oh, she was in a car accident at this point. Sorry.
Oh.
In a severe car, but then she did. Yes, a year later.
What? Oh my gosh! Stop! I can't.
But she was in a very major car accident where she shouldn't be here today.
So you went to the hospital,
and everything is broken on her. It was just her mom there, who I had never really met. And the nurses weren't available, and she really needed to use the bathroom. And I helped her mom set her on a bedpan to use the bathroom. So that's how our friendship started.
I mean, you're gonna blossom after that.
So even now, like, we still joke about it to this day. She's like, no, you helped like clean me up and stuff and I'm like, but I still don't know, like, what, I don't know. I'm not good with meeting new people, and I don't really let a lot of people in.
I mean, probably wiping their privates after they go to the bathroom is probably a good bonding.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that'll break the ice real
really
quick.
Broke the ice. So we've been friends now for about 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
So she would always send me Bible scriptures or like invite me to church.
Okay.
So she has always been that, like, kind of bug in my ear about.
Yeah. Did she grow up Christian? Yeah. Like, okay. So is she non-denominational? What denomination? Like,
that
what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you just knew she had a good faith. Yeah. Like you saw it in work.
Yeah.
Just by working with somebody. I just want to take a moment, like, in that of like, just by people you work with or people that work under you is a seed planting world. Like you just never know, you know, and it's always like looking back is it's up for other people to water, but the seed is planted.
Yeah.
Wow. So she just was always that constant.
Oh, she still is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
So now since I've been going to church, every Sunday we share what our lessons were from that Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of blossomed our friendship even more.
Wow. So what happens after that? You're still just in the search. Like what you're like, oh wow, this is constant. I constantly have a friendship with a girl who loves the Lord. This is what I love. Like what happens next in that journey?
So I still just kind of dismiss it all. Like I'm not really interested in like learning. Like she would send us, like, we have like a group chat of friends, but there's 3 of others in it. But she would just send them, and like I might look it up, but like I just kind of would dismiss it. Like I never went anywhere with it. Like I said, she would invite us to church all the time, and I'd be like, no, you know, I don't know.
Like, no, I'm not.
So I just always kind of pushed it to the side.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't ready.
I mean, that's a huge part. Like you got to be ready. Like, and I think we know if we're ready or not. Yeah. Like it's like, oh, do I want that? Do I not?
And I don't know what clicked in January, but well, I do know, because actually it goes back before that, because when you walked into my shop, I was going through, which we don't know, but a month before I agreed to take over the shop, my mom almost killed my father, like stabbed him.
What?
Yes. And I was ready to back out of buying the shop because I'm like, I was really going through it. Like it struck some things in childhood, because that wasn't the first time that she tried killing him. When I was like 5 years old, it brought back all of that trauma.
Triggered.
So I felt like I was on a spiral almost.
Oh my!
And then I met you.
Are you freaking kidding me? How do you not tell me this?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she saved it for the podcast.
I did. I've been saving a lot.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So I almost backed out of buying the shop because I was like, I can't. Like, I'm mentally, I was just going through a lot, but I never like allow my kids to see that I'm going through a lot. Like, and I was going through a lot. Like, that was a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it brought back, which I've never been to like therapy or anything like that, but like when that happened, I got that phone call. And it literally brought me back to when I was 5 years old. My parents were in the room fighting. I have my little brother, and I hear them screaming. And then my dad runs out of the room, and he's covered, like his arms are covered in blood. And then we're running to my Jiddu's house, which we lived here. My Jiddu is my grandfather, and he lived a couple houses down. So we run over there, and I'm like crying. Like I remember my uncle knocked on the door, and we were told not to let anyone in. So he was trying to come in before that. So I don't know how he knew something was going on. But it brought me back to that. But my mom stabbed my dad then. so when this happened, this was now 3 years ago. So 2 years ago, I don't remember. My nephew's 3. It was on my nephew's first birthday.
I moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, and my nephew just turned 3. So August 1st, 2 years ago. And then I just felt like, and I took over the shop September 18th.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like I did not know the parallel.
Mm-hmm. And I was going like this. Like mentally, I was just like so consumed with everything going on. Like,
so you took over the shop in September.
mm-hmm.
You had just went through that in August.
Yep. No one knew.
No one.
No.
Honey.
Mm-hmm. Not even Karen, who I purchased the shop from.
Yeah, and just backstory, Karen's daughter had passed away from cancer. So you were taking over. It's an Herbalife shop, tea shop. Of course, I have addictive personality, you know. I love the teas. Oh my gosh. September.
Mm-hmm.
I get a job at the salon right next to you in March.
Yep. As I'm on my spiral.
What are you doing from September to March?
What
do you say a spiral is?
So I just feel like
mentally,
yeah. So I feel like I always like block out a lot. Like even like my childhood and stuff.
Push
like,
it down.
I just don't allow it to consume me because I feel like so many people do. Like my dad suffers from mental illness, but he blames it on something that happened when he was a child, and it's like you can't, because if I did that, I would be the same way.
Repeat the cycle.
I've always worked hard on breaking that cycle. Like for my kids, I don't want them to. They've seen me cry or like normal emotion, but like I can't allow it to consume me and affect like their home.
Yeah.
But I do know that I was drinking heavier. Even during that time, and I was the healthiest of my life too, because I'm taking my shakes 2 times a day. I'm having my tea, so I'm losing the weight. I'm healthy. But I was like drinking a lot of alcohol to like suppress those feelings.
Was it after they went to bed? Like, did they see it?
No, I didn't drink at home. Like we would just like, if we went to dinner, it wouldn't be just like, oh, I'm gonna have a drink with dinner. I'm gonna have like multiple drinks with dinner and make it like normal because you're out to dinner. So
I mean, you justify it.
Yeah,
it's the only drug that's easy to justify.
Oh, yeah. The first thing they ask you when you sit down in a restaurant. Yes. So I just felt like I was drinking heavier because like I'm a social drinker, but not. I feel like it got like bad.
It was taking it.
And then I just was like in my own head, like dark, like I don't know, like unhappy. I'm like, why is this like? And then it brought me back to that little girl, like trying to protect my brother, like not seeing stuff, like.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So, what stops the spiral?
Oh, that's my phone. So then, actually, that January, so I did tell my close group of friends that I had mentioned that we have that group chat. And my friend Sonia like prayed for me and like offered prayer, and then we met for dinner.
You told your group chat friends.
Yes. Yep.
You finally in January.
Yes. No, this was a little before January. So January is my birthday.
Okay.
My friend Sonia and I, we always get together. Her birthday is also in January, so we always do a birthday dinner.
Okay.
And this is when she gifts me the Bible, and that was mentioned at my baptism.
Wow. So she gives you a Bible.
Yep.
What do you do with it?
I start studying it because I'm like, I'm missing something, like, and I guess I never really knew how to pray, but I'm like, all right, I need like, give me a sign. Like I like signs, but like,
yeah, we all do.
Who am I asking for the sign? Like what am? So I just felt like, I don't know. And then
you needed to know more.
Yes.
Like, why am I asking for this if I don't?
So I told my girls in the group chat, I was like, listen, like I'm really going through it. Like this happened with my parents, and like I just feel like I'm missing something. And I said I started studying my daily devotionals. Like I got multiple books because I'm like, I felt hungry. Like
give me all.
Yes, give them all to me because I need something good. Like my life, home wise, and everything, and with my kids, everything's good. But like on the inside, I'm like, why am I feeling like this?
Yeah.
But it's all the past childhood.
Oh, it's like a volcano. It just starts erupting, and then it's like, oh wait, I thought about that. Oh, and then you like replay it, and it's like, wait, no.
But then I was still going to the shop, and I was there 6-7 days a week, trying to like function and make it seem normal, and being that happy face.
You were so normal.
Yeah. what's normal? But yes.
I mean, and that's the thing of like you have a gift of making people feel comfortable and welcoming.
But that's what makes me
like
happy.
I probably would have let you wipe my bedpan. Like, I mean, it was just like comfortable.
Like when I'm going through it, I like to gift things and I like to make other people happy.
Well, it probably keeps you out of it.
Yeah. So she gifts me the Bible in January, and then I'm really like studying. Like I'm looking up like, oh, this is I Google everything too.
I Google everything, like
a scripture in the Bible relating to this, like anxiety, depression, like what does the Bible say about this? And then I was like pulling them from the Bible that she gifted me. So that was 2 Januaries ago. And then I meet you in March. So I'm like, hey God, there's my sign.
Crazy
But
March.
You never mentioned that you said we moved here for my husband's job. You didn't mention what your husband's job was.
Yeah, I mean that's not what I do on the first date.
You tell me some other things, but
I mean, what's my favorite joke? At least I'm not snorting meth.
Yes.
When I would get a tea every day.
I think you opened up with that, and I'm like, who is this?
Who is this crazy Texan?
Yeah. I was like, you guys have to meet the girl next door, like her energy level. And like, yes. Wow. But you never mentioned that that's what you moved here for. So I truly think that you were sent into my life because I was hungry, like very hungry, like I needed more, but I still hadn't taken the step. I've heard of Life Song, like my kids went there. I told you, which I was like, wow, I look back and it was like 2015 and 16 that they attended the summer XP there. But I never had interest.
Invisible strings.
Yeah.
Wow. So when did I mention it? What was that? Like what happened? All I can remember is going out to my car and grabbing my book and throwing it on the counter and being like, oh, I read a book.
I don't remember exactly how it came up because I think another customer of mine, which she's Pam, the little older woman, short hair.
Oh, yeah.
And she would always talk about God in there. And we would sit and we would chat in the mornings and stuff. So I think it was like she had left, you had came in, and like, I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. And then probably social media, you saw that my husband worked at the church maybe, or like, because it was never an invite.
No.
Like it just happened.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I feel like so many people I want to encourage. It's like, you don't have to be weird. Like, you don't have to be weird and say, come to my church.
Right.
Like it's like people.
I don't even think you ever invited me.
No, that's the thing. People naturally are going, if they're hungry, if they're ready, they're going to find out what you're about if you shine the light.
Yeah.
And that's where I've just always trusted that God's going to do the work. I'm just who I am, and I'm really an opponent of the Holy Spirit of like saying something that triggers somebody's like soul of like, oh, wow, that's confirmation. And I think more so I kind of rely on writing the book and just giving people the book because it shares everything. And it's like, I don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, just read this. This is my story. Like, put it out there. I mean, that's why I wrote the book, of course, to help people. But, so when's the first time you came to Life Song?
If it's a Sunday, January 26th of this year.
Oh.
Yep. So it took me from that January to the following year. But that whole time, I'm still studying my Bible, I'm reading my daily devotionals, and I was still like, I need more. I'm changing certain things in my home. Like,
yeah, tell me about that. I knew you had talked about that.
So we had like a bar set up and stuff, and then I like put everything underneath. We did a full alcohol cleanse of no alcohol for 90 days. Like I just felt like
before you ever step foot in church. Yeah. That's what I love so much about your story is because God had already started the transformation at home.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. Not that you were cleaning up to get ready to go to church, but I think deep down you knew you had to cleanse some things.
Yeah. And I still do, but
well, I mean, we all do, but God was already working in that with you.
Yeah. Yep. So then we went and we've been going ever since. I only missed, I think, 2 Sundays.
I'm judging you for those 2 Sundays. No, I'm just kidding. But the growth that you made led you into that. So once you got to church, you knew, like, I need to surrender my life to Christ. Like you were like, you knew what was coming.
Yeah. And I had known from before, like I see people on social media that attend Life Song and they would like check in and I'm like, oh, that person goes there. And I know so many people that attend. But when I walked in on that Sunday, like I heard everything I needed to hear. And I was sobbing like,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, now I need more because Sunday isn't like, it's not doing it for me.
Yeah. You need more. What does that look like if Sundays are not enough? Like, because I think so many people think Sunday, like there's a song called Monday Morning Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to have more Monday morning faith. And it's so true. It's like we expect so much on a Sunday just to feed us, to give us this, to give us that. And
I literally posted about this today.
Wait, what?
On my TikTok. I had said, like,
oh,
I
don't do TikTok. Well, I
Yeah.
have a TikTok, but I don't get on it. Wait, what?
Yeah, so
Tell me.
what you're saying is pretty much what I was saying. Just like on Sunday, our pastor shares that it should be the best day of the week, and if
Mhm.
it's not,
Yeah.
then he's doing it wrong, or we're doing it wrong. And I said, like, that truly sets your tone for the week, because everyone has
so.
Monday morning blues, but like think of
Mm.
that high that you're on Sunday. Like, you feel good. I
Mm.
leave church and I'm happy, and like we talk about what we heard in church and
Mhm.
songs we heard and stuff like that. Carry it into your Monday. Why does Monday have
Mm.
to suck for everyone? It shouldn't.
Say
Like,
it.
So that's what my post was
Say
genuinely
it.
about.
Do you need to check your
I
phone?
know.
Do you think everything's okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I don't even think they'll be able to hear it, but I'm like, I just want to make
Yeah.
sure, like, you're not stressing. Like,
No.
okay, everybody knew where you're going to be
Yes.
and they're fine.
Yep.
Okay. Because you can tell my mom. I'm like, do we need to stop?
No, it's probably my daughter on her lunch break calling me.
Oh, yeah. Leave it to the older
Yeah.
ones to not know the details, right? She's like, answer your phone, Mama. Yeah, so it's like it's so much more,
Mhm.
and I think that that's where we get discouraged, because honestly, like when you're first going to church for the first couple weeks, you're emotional, you're
Mhm.
crying, the worship song's crying. That doesn't last forever.
No.
Like that stops, like you stop feeling emotional with
Mhm.
it, and I think that that's where so many people are chasing that high of emotions
Yeah.
of like, oh, I want to feel it. No, it's your obedience, it's your
Mhm.
disciplines, it's your Monday morning like gratitudes and
Mhm.
thankfulness and stuff. So that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's what you were just talking about.
Mhm.
Wow. Um, what are you doing to show your kids your faith that you didn't get to see modeled?
So we talk about God in our home.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always there, which I always wish like I can go back and start sooner. But I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this is like,
This is your
and what's
starting.
strange too, and my husband pointed it out, was at my baptism, like for pastor to say, like,
Mm.
you're exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, how do I know this is the right time? Is this the right time? I'm just gonna do it. And I'm like going
Mm.
back and forth with all of those emotions, and I'm always like, oh, I wish I started sooner, but like, no, this is like what I needed. Like,
This is your
yeah.
story. Like, and that's the thing. You can't
Mhm.
rewrite the story.
So I think the simple thing of you're talking about God,
Yeah.
and having your kids believe in faith, like just have
Mm.
faith, everything will be okay, like
Yeah.
putting that in them. Those are all things I never heard. Like if I had
Mm.
that when I was 14 alone and pregnant, like, but instead I'm
Mm.
talking to my daughter, who I truly think was gifted to me from
Yeah.
God, because like I had her to talk to.
Yeah.
So like if I had faith back then, or if I had God to talk
Mm.
to, I don't know. I feel like your outlook on everything in life is different. So we
Yeah.
talk about God often in my house. Worship music starts our mornings.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting to just change that. I
Mhm.
think that's so beautiful. I mean, you have homes that that talk about God from the womb and they still
Yeah.
aren't really living it. So it's like you can't think it would be any different if
Yeah.
you started early. At the end of the day, this is your story and we can't go back. And I think that so many times of like, I'm just going to make the most of this.
Yeah.
Like, wow, thank God I get to those teenage
Mhm.
years for all my kids and we get to talk about God. We
Yeah.
get to work through their problems with
Mhm.
God and all that. So it just changes the outlook. Wrapping up here, what is next in Sam's life? What do you feel like your Christian walk's going to lead you to? What do you feel like is next for your family?
So I'm pushing for the boys to start attending Wednesday youth.
Yeah.
We're working on that. We were waiting on a basketball schedule and busy
Yeah.
life. I'm looking to join a small group because I'm still feeling like I need more. Sunday
Yeah.
just isn't doing it for me.
Yeah.
I love serving, so I keep
I
in
love
contact
that.
with Michelle and do events and stuff with her for that.
Yeah.
But I want more. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
You think just more community, right? Like
Mhm.
I think you have God, you have all that you need, you have the Holy Spirit, but
Mhm.
it's like you want to be around like-minded
Yeah.
people. Yeah. That's such a good place to be, and just like, well, iron sharpens iron. Like when we're around other people, it makes our faith
Yeah.
stronger. So, and I think serving such a big part of your heart anyway. That's the way God wired you. I mean,
Yeah.
hearing back when you're going to visit somebody in the hospital and you didn't even know why,
Yeah.
but that's your servant's heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's how God created us. And he created us to be creative. He created us to serve. And so it's like so beautiful that all those qualities you already have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what makes you such a good mom, is because you have a servant's heart.
Yeah.
We can't be selfish moms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
okay,
try to be, but
I know
I
do
want
too.
I want to be selfish. Like,
but my 14-year-old, he's like, "Hey, mom," and I'm like, "What's up?"
oh,
And he's like, "You're a good mom."
oh my
And
gosh,
I'm like,
let me
it just
pass
gives you
out.
that
Mm-hmm.
comfort.
Yeah, that you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be hard days. And
Mm-hmm.
that's, I think so many people think the Christian walk is just a walk in the park, but there's still hard days. It's
Mm-hmm.
just makes them easier that you have somebody to do it with,
Yeah.
you know? So, and your husband has followed Christ now,
Mm-hmm.
and like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like just the generational curses that are broken in both families.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love it. I love, hearing it, and
Yeah.
it's so exciting. Do you have anything to leave? Say that girl sitting in her room, 14, pregnant. That's you. That's what I always speak to. I speak
Yeah.
to that hoe in the hotel room. I want to speak to her because
Yeah.
she put the gun down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say to the 14-year-old girl pregnant that hasn't told her parents yet?
Look for God.
Mm.
Because if I had that, I really, like, not that it was never like the worst thing that could have ever happened to me, but I feel like if I had God on my side, like, and I know he was on my side then because that got me through so much, but like if I just had him to talk to, like, and like I said, I would talk to my belly, like, so just keep your faith.
Which I think I'm going to add to that, because I just heard that pregnancy is the only thing we get to partner with God in creation, because we can create, the sperm and egg create, but he enters their soul. And so I really feel like, even you saying that, I feel like you were talking to God.
Yeah.
Like in a weird sense of like that was your security.
Yeah.
Because you were partnering with
she
him
got
to
me
create
through some dark times. Like, we can go on and on with that part of my life. Like, we got taken from DCF. Like, I had to live in a shelter with her. Like, so many things. And the one thing that I had was her. I've always had her. Like, she's
it's beautiful. Yeah. You're an amazing human. I am so thankful we finally did this. I mean, we skipped the whole summer, but it's right on time.
Yes.
Well, awesome. I think we're perfect. You look at that, 47 minutes. Yes. Yay. Thanks for watching, guys. Please share. I don't know if I do the subscribe button, but give me a thumbs up or a comment. Hey. Okay.